GMC and their wonderful trucks. We have Mr. Michael Farah. He's going to introduce Amy later on, and they're going to talk about the wonderful portfolio of trucks from GMC. Thank you, Michael.
Hey everyone, again, I'm Michael Farah, the East Coast Communications Manager for GMC. Actually, just about a year and a half ago, I actually took this job in the East Coast, and my first ever event was a presentation to SAMA, so it feels like I'm back home and I feel comfortable around here, so I'm happy to be here. We brought an awesome truck for you guys. We've got our all-new 2019 GMC Sierra Denali. We're very proud of it. As you all know, the Denali name stands for exactly that, just premium, luxury, and we really were the first ones in that premium truck market. And again, we're very proud of our 2019 GMC Sierra. And with that, quickly, I'd like to introduce Amy Masika from our GMC Sierra marketing team, who will kind of walk you through a quick presentations. And after that, we'll answer questions. And after we eat and enjoy the food, we'll get outside and do some quick walk-arounds as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. This is the first time I've presented to you guys. I am Amy Masika, the GMC Sierra Marketing Manager. I focus in on the next generation trucks, and this is my baby. So I'm going to walk you through a quick update on just the brand as a whole. You know, we're 116 years of building great trucks. We had one of the longest standing taglines, professional grade. That stands for something. That really stands for, you know, this core capability, this bold craftsmanship that we have, and all the refinement that we really put into the trucks. So we have built this name for ourselves, and we're continuing to exceed expectations of consumers every single day with a new product that we keep launching. So our vision is really to be the only premium truck and SUV brand of its kind. I really wanted to make sure that we had the word SUV in there, because yes, we are known for our trucks, but our SUVs are absolutely fantastic. We have 3 SUVs that just keep shattering expectations. So the brand is growing. We have more than doubled our volume in the last 8 years, and this year is going to be also very successful. So back in 2009, we sold about 226,000 units. We're selling almost 500,000 units today. So this brand is growing, and people are really taking notice of it. And that's what I was saying is, you know, in 2018, we're on the track to do even better. We had the best H1 sales since 2015. Our Sierra Light Duty has had the best month ever in June. We've just started selling the last couple months the next generation Sierra, and we are beating our goals easily with this new truck. Consumers are coming in and buying it off the lots, which you'll see in a second. We actually had one of our biggest dealers call us a month ago, and he said, I have a problem. I can't keep the AT4s on the lot or in their showroom. He's like, my staff is moving the trucks around. I put it in the showroom floor. 30 minutes later, it's sold. So they have to rearrange their whole showroom floor. Great problem to have. We're super excited to have problems like that. And brand health is at record levels. You know, we launched a new campaign like a pro this past year, and our net momentum, our opinion and consideration just keeps skyrocketing. We really brought this humanity, this emotional touch to our advertising, and it's making notice with our record levels. So with that, I'm here to talk about Sierra, but there's plenty more in our lineup. So we have the 3 truck lineup. So we have the Sierra Heavy Duty, we have Canyon, which is our mid-size pickup. Especially with this, our Denali penetration just keeps keep growing and increasing with the Canyon, and then obviously the Sierra Light Duty. So we have a strong 3 truck lineup from mid-size all the way up to heavy duties. We have what the customers are looking for. In addition to that, we have the 3 premium crossovers. A couple years ago, we just launched the new Acadia. That's now in the heart of the market. So it's a little smaller than the previous generation, but it's what the customers wanted. We listened to the customers. We've built a truck or SUV for them. We have the new Terrain that was launched last year. This was the next chapter of our GMC design. You can see with the grille, a lot of that stuff carried over to the Sierra that you'll see outside as well. And it's in the second fastest growing share in the segment. Compact SUV is booming right now, and this truck is positioned well in that market. And obviously the Yukon. I mean, Yukon is, you know, one of the reasons GMC is so successful, especially with the Denali. We just keep winning awards with these SUVs. So we have a great truck lineup, and a great SUV lineup, which is going to make us which makes us the most premium truck and SUV brand of its kind. Specifically Denali as well. So Denali is growing. We're at almost 30% share of our sales. In 2017, we're doing better again this year. Last month we were at slightly over 30% for last month. So, you know, Denali has such a premium name to it. Denali, it's the pinnacle of GMC, the pinnacle of professional grade. You know, it's funny, you talk to customers, you talk to people, what do you drive? I drive a Denali. It means something. It means the best. It means the next level. And average transaction price, I mean, we sell 150,000 units. That's more than Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, and we have higher ATPs. So we are really excited on how well this brand is going. So what does that mean for today, the next generation Sierra? So trucks are really important to GMC. It's obviously the lifeblood of our brand. So it has grown over 500,000 units in the past 5 years. It's the second highest segment at 1.8 million. So the full-size pickup is extremely important, and GMC really has a vision to be extremely successful in there. And how did we do that? How are we going to keep growing in this ever-growing segment? Is we designed a truck that is designed and engineered to win. So we have a bold new design. The grille is in your face. It is dominant. It is, you know, we did not sacrifice when coming to this truck. We have this great premium interior, and the truck is bigger than ever. So it's bigger than our current gen. We have the best-in-class front head and legroom. Sorry, front leg and headroom. We have the best-in-class cargo volume. This truck was made for the driver in mind, but also gives it enough for if you need to carry your family and to do other stuff as well. We also have great innovation and technology. Our ride comfort is fantastic. We have a segment-exclusive adaptive ride control on the Denali. On the other trims, the chassis and the suspension is also greatly improved. So the ride comfort is great. When you're in your truck, people drive this as commuters, they drive it for work. They really need to feel comfortable when driving it. It's not back, 20 years ago when people drove trucks for a need. People are driving this for a want as well. So you have to make sure it has all the luxuries and amenities that SUVs as well as sedans have as well. So we also have all this safety and infotainment, next generation infotainment system. We have, which you'll see in a few minutes, the HUD. We have the 15-inch diagonal HUD. We have a rear camera mirror. We have all these segment-first technologies that we really put into it, along with the tailgate, which I'll talk about shortly. And trailering is important. We have great numbers, but we also really focus in on the experience, giving all, we have an in-vehicle app, trailering app that has a checklist in it. It has all this great functionality to make the experience as a whole better. And then obviously our advanced powertrains, we have the 6.2-liter V8 that has an all-new 10-speed transmission, which is fantastic. So that's, again, going to be the most powerful V8 in its class with 420 horsepower. And it is a beautiful ride. It is powerful. It is strong. When you get in with the 10-speed, it shifts greatly. And then we have dynamic fuel management as well that really lets you, that is behind the scenes. It's a seamless integration that really lets us maximize and optimize the fuel economy as well. So what I'm going to focus in on, which makes Sierra successful, are these 5 breakthrough features. This is kind of what we've rallied our head around because we know this takes Sierra to the next level. So you're going to start with HUD, rear camera mirror, pro-grade trailering, the Carbon Pro carbon fiber pickup box, and our multi-pro tailgate. So getting into each of them, we have this segment-first multicolor head-up display. It is huge. It's 15-inch diagonal. You have tons of different features in there, like an off-road inclinometer. You can see navigation. You have radio as well, audio. Tons of different displays in there. So you're really focused in on the road, as well as having everything at your fingertips. We really focus on putting the driver first. Everything is accessible for the driver. And you'll be able to see that right out in the truck. Then you have the rear camera mirror. So this is going to be our next generation on some of what we currently have today on some of our other sister brands. This one has a higher resolution camera and display. It also has tilt zoom functionalities as well as a brightness display, so you can go, if it's night, you can dim it a little bit as well. This is great. I have a puppy whose head is always right in the way, I can turn it on and see right behind me. People who are filling up the truck bed or have people in the back seat, this lets you see, this is really lets you see around the truck, especially that it's bigger too. It's a great segment for us that we have. I love driving with it, and going back to the traditional rear view camera is a little challenging at times. So, pro-grade trailering. I had a video, so I apologize, it's not working today, but it's a it's a connective, comprehensive suite of trailering technologies. So some of the ones that you have in there, you have a trailering checklist. So especially for some of the novice people who trailer, it reminds you of stuff to do. To check, your hitch, to check all your lights. There's also a light sequence. You can press a button and all your lights turn it on. So you can do it by yourself. You don't need people to, turn the blinker, step on the brake. So it's a really nice, again, focusing on the driver. They also have trailer tire pressure monitoring as well. So if you have, if you have the sensors in on your trailer, you can have it on your screen, right in your infotainment screen. There's theft detection. There's all these great things. We'll send out a link after to the video that explains it a little bit better. But it's a great experience. We really focus on making a confident trailering experience. So one of my favorites is the carbon fiber pickup box. We are the first to have this. We are the only, GMC is the only brand to have this. It is the most dent, scratch, and corrosion resistant pickup box. We really did a lot of research with the customer. Not only does it show innovation, but our customers like to get their truck dirty. They like to put it to work, but then they also like to go and take it to the car wash, hand wash it themselves, and take it out at night, take it to different places. This is going to allow them to do whatever they want and more with it. So it really is going to take us to the next level. We are super excited for this to come out later in the model year. So, apologize. So, and then also, it saves 62 pounds of mass as well, and which is great. You don't need a spray-in bed liner with this as well. So you just have the Carbon Pro box. So this is going to make, the truck a little more agile too. Then finally, our industry first multi-pro tailgate. So this is the most innovative tailgate ever. It has 6 unique functions as well as positions. It has enhanced second tier loading and load stop solutions. So I would definitely want to demo this for you guys. We also have a great accessory portfolio. So there's the 6 functions, and then when you have it down into the step mode, we have brand new Bluetooth kicker speakers. We don't have it out here today, but it's an available feature that we're going to be putting on. So if you're out tailgating, you're out working, you can hook your phone up to it, and it's a speaker system. We also have LED lights that go into there as well. So it is a great, we just keep making this better. We're not done. We're not done innovating. We're going to keep making this tailgate shine and be very successful for us. And so far, the consumer feedback, as well as everyone else, is just ecstatic. It makes their lives easier. It makes getting into the truck bed better. You can use it as a workstation. So it's a really very innovative feature that just speaks volumes for this truck. So you can see the 6 features. You have the primary gate down. You can actually click this down. There's a button inside on the piano keys, key fob, as well as the buttons on the back. So there's 3 ways to open the tailgate. You have the primary gate load stop. So if you have a long piece of wood, you can put this up. You can drive with it, and it will stay up, so stuff's not going back and forth. You have easy access. You need to grab something quick, you put it down, and you can reach into it. Full width step, up to 375 pounds, and it's a big sturdy step. So if you're carrying stuff in and out of the truck, it's really nice for you. You're going to feel safe and secure. Inner gate load stop. So you can put the top of the inner gate down, and again, you have the load stop. So if you have coolers or you have stuff fully loaded on the bottom, you can put stuff on top as well. So it's great for second tier loading. And then you have a workstation. There's also a 120 volt outlet in the back of the bed. So if you need to plug in your laptop, any tools, it makes it all really functional. So finally, 2 more slides and then I'll be done, and we can eat and go out to some outside demos. But I talked about the success of Denali. Denali is the pinnacle of GMC. We've taken our learnings, we've taken what's been successful, and we're creating another sub-brand called AT4. This is the Pioneer Premium Off-Road. So we have all these great features added onto this. This is going to be rolled out over the next couple years across the lineup as well. We have for this year specifically, a 2-inch factory suspension lift, dark finishes and modern detailing. You have this off-road inclinometer with the HUD. So we've taken our innovations, our technology, and put a nice off-road spin to it. So when people are going off-road, when they want to go on adventures and explore, we're giving them everything that they need. We have surround vision that's enabled for off-road driving. You have those cameras on, you're going in tight trails, you don't want to scrape up the side of your car, you can see all around you. And then this comes with standard with the 5.3 V8. You can upgrade to the 6.2 or the diesel that eventually is coming out. So you have this badass look to it. You have the Denali that's super premium, very capable, bold, and then you have this new personality that we're bringing to the lineup with the red tow hooks, this black chrome look to it. Both of them have this signature C shape. So we have a truck for everyone, which is going to be extremely exciting for us. And with that, that is it.
So quickly, I know we're between you all and food, so a couple questions and we can answer more outside, but any quick questions you all have?
You only offer the 6.2 on
In which one?
In which one?
On the Denali?
To come standard with the 5.3 V8, you can upgrade to the 6.2, and then eventually when the diesel comes out as well.
Are the Carbon Pro box and the multi-tailgate limited to the Denali? Or
Nope.
available in
So
other
the
tailgates?
Multi-Pro tailgate comes standard on SLT, AT4, and Denali. The Carbon Pro box will come on AT4 and Denali.
Guys, congratulations for doubling the sales. That's amazing.
Thank you.
What was the key factor?
Part
So-
of it? Well, go ahead.
I'd say the biggest thing is I think our product has just turned heads, and our engineering and our design has just taken things to the next level. I think that had a lot to do with, creating the right product, for the right segments, and taking our core DNA, the professional grade, the bold, the capable, and the precisely crafted into everything that we do.
I would think also it's listening to the customer. It's when Amy and I mentioned as well, Denali is no longer, it's not just, oh, I have a Denali. They take pride in saying, I have the Denali. And when you say Denali, whether it's the Sierra Denali or the Yukon Denali, which really kicked off the entire kind of renaissance for us with that, they take pride in that ownership of that vehicle. When they say I have a Denali, it's a luxury vehicle for them. At the same time, it's very capable, it's very bold, but again, at the end of the day, when they wash it off and they go out for a nice dinner on the town, they have a really premium and luxury vehicle in front of them. So that's helped, I think, the pride and ownership and listening to our customers and listening. They want the best types of leathers, the technologies. We don't just put things in just for technology's sake with the rear camera mirror, with the trailering app, with the Multi-Pro. It's listening to the customer, innovating on that professional grade heritage and taking it to that next level.
In communication, we invest heavily in the Denali brand.
What's that?
In communication, you invest heavily on that in the brand.
Yeah, I mean, Denali, it's, as Amy said, it's the pinnacle of that professional grade. It takes it again to that next level. GMC, regardless of what you get in the lineup, has everything that you would want as a customer. But when you get to the next level at Denali, you're really taking it to that next level and a step up and saying, I have the best of what's available from GMC.
We lead with our best foot forward. We lead with Denali.
Congratulations.